Have you ever been to paradise? Do you know how paradise looks like? Since you and I have never been there, I think I found perfect paradise on earth. I really can't get enough of this natural beauty of Lesotho. My goodness. With the sunlight right in front of my face, with a backdrop of the mountains covered with a green carpet, do I have to define heaven for you? Look, I've been here for just 5 days, and I must confess that this country is underrated. I believe that Lesotho should be the mecca of tourism. Why do I say so? I mean, I'm living in a place where I'm surrounded by beautiful range of mountains, covered with carpet of grass. And I just want to welcome you all to the beautiful paradise in the sky. One of the uniqueness about Lesotho is the fact that dinosaurs got footprint in here. I mean, we know that dinosaurs are already extinct, but when you visit Lesotho, you get to see places where dinosaurs once walked in there. What a magnificent view, bro. Like, it's just like pool of water, and all you see are rocks within the pool. It's only God. Who else? Nah, this is the most beautiful place on earth, hands down. This is indeed the kingdom in the sky. Oh, ah. Oh, tega oh, how ya tega njemele. Oh, tega oh, how ya tega njemele. Oh, tega oh.
Lesotho for me is definitely the most unique country that I've ever visited across my travels in Africa. I mean, the beautiful landscape. The countless gorgeous mountainous scenic views that you come across whenever you drive in this beautiful country.
Like, as you drive in this beautiful country, the altitude keeps increasing, right? Is it the reason why they call it the sky of Africa?
Kingdom in the sky.
The kingdom of what?
The kingdom in the sky.
The kingdom in the sky.
Yeah, we are the highest country in the whole world, officially on record. Anywhere you are in Lesotho, you are always above 1,000 meters above sea level.
And one thing that really stands out for me is the horse riding culture within the mountains.
In most countries that I've ever visited, you have to be a rich person in order to own a horse. But in Lesotho,
well, in Lesotho, everyone can own a horse just to transport himself to a long distance. And he's proud to have a horse in Lesotho. It's our main transport.
Main transport. Yeah. So you don't need to have a car in Lesotho?
No, we don't need a car. This is our own car.
Does it give you guys a sense of pride, or knowing that you own a horse?
It gives us a sense of pride because we enjoy it. It's nice to us to ride a horse.
Ooh.
That's our main transport.
Welcome to Lesotho.
Lesotho just feels different because after staying in here for 10 good days, one thing that I always experience anytime that I wake up is that you feel like the mountains are hugging you every single morning.
And the serenity of this place, like, is out of this world. I mean, the ambience, literally, it feels like you're living in a paradise on its own.
That explains why the people living in this beautiful kingdom are so full of love and affection.
Oh my goodness.
Brother, you must have received a lot of love in
No,
this.
so much love.
Another thing I like about my country is how the people are so welcoming here.
How are you? I'm fine, how are you? I don't want to go back.
We are a very welcoming nation and the people are so great to be around.
And you know why? Because they are being hugged by the mountains. Because when I stayed in here, I felt it. So if you are feeling warm in your heart, why don't you give out more of your warm heart to welcome the people that visit your country?
I believe that if you're a big fan of history, this place should be the first destination that you spend a night with, because this is where the country actually started from. So when you are here, you are definitely walking in history.
The people never shy away from their culture because they believe that it's their culture that makes them who they are.
Next to the door for each and every wife, there is the hole for the walking stick, where any man from anywhere can come and put his walking stick and enter the room for the questions. So this is the stick. If you come closer here and you see this walking stick, it says that there is a man inside, not somebody. There is a man inside. Do not disturb.
What's the man doing in there?
Asking the questions. We are together?
We are not together.
Any man from anywhere.
So
Yes, ask of the king. But not actually the king's wives. Any wife in the village. And when the husband come and get there is a walking stick outside, they have to pass.
it means
They'll
that
see somewhere.
it means that they are busy.
That's it.
As a young man who grew up in the village, one thing that really stands out for me in this beautiful country is how they've kept their village lifestyle authentic.
That's a typical household in one of the villages in Lesotho. Look at how they build their houses. Super cute. One of the things that I find very common in this beautiful country is more like subsistence farming. Literally every corner that you go in this country, you see people planting their own maize, plowing their own farms, and I kind of like trying to figure out, is it a commercial farm or not? But apparently it's not a commercial farm. It's literally them planting food for themselves and their family, and in case they get in abundance, they're definitely gonna sell it to their neighbors or to people living in the city. Where are your husbands? You grow for the husband?
Yes.
At home, they do the plowing and you do the reading.
And if you go to Rome, you do what Romans do. So I had to join them on the farm.
Why are you crying?
Wow. God. No.
My goal of traveling within Africa is to showcase the beauty of our beloved continent, but most importantly, connect Africans among each other. But when I came to Lesotho, I found Lesotho and Botswana got a lot in common, especially the language that they both speak. Botswana was a British protectorate, just like Lesotho. When both countries gained its independence from the British, they both had 12 kilometers paved roads.
This tar road we're traveling right on now was the only stretch of road. It starts there by the roundabout to the border. When the British left in 1966, it was the only tarmac, it was the only tar road in the country.
Which means that all the British protectorate, they never developed it. And when I went to Botswana, I found out that prior to them building their own university with one bull at a time, they were once studying in Lesotho.
Well, there's always been an institution of higher learning for people in Southern Africa. So the government, the colonial governments of Basotholand, Swaziland, and also Bechuanaland had a university in Lesotho, which was mostly covering people of Bechuanaland, Basotholand, and Swaziland. And then up until our independence around 1976, the government of Botswana decided to have its own university. Therefore, that meant stopping people going to Lesotho or going to Swaziland to go study education.
Hence the history of the best and the biggest university in Lesotho.
This is the National University of Lesotho, the biggest university in the entire country, one of the oldest. I just want to know, how did this university come into existence?
Okay, this university started as a university college, which was started by the Catholic bishops. This place used to be, or is still, used to be owned by the Catholic bishops. We have the mission just a few meters away from us.
Okay.
Yes, the Roman mission.
Okay.
That's where the bishops, the Catholic priests came and settled.
It was a university for three different countries.
No, even before that, it was just for Lesotho.
Okay.
This they started this as it was called the Pius XII College. So in those days, obviously the number of the students population and the number of programs, they were just limited mainly to theology and religious studies, but the university grew. And as it grew, it became the University of Bechuanaland. Bechuanaland, that's Botswana.
Okay.
Basotholand, that's Lesotho.
Okay.
And Swaziland, that's Eswatini. That's when the three countries came together and decided that now this university should be, the university was handed over to the government. So the government joined hands with the two other sister countries. And then later on, after these three countries gained independence, because they were colonized by the British, it became the University of Botswana, Lesotho, and Swaziland. So as time went on, these two other countries felt they also needed to have universities in their own lands. So now that's when the split came. The split came. The Botswana now had their University of Botswana. The Swazis have their University of Eswatini, and now we have a National University of Lesotho. And now this happened in 1975.
That's why
Literally, there's no single place in this country that whenever you drive, you're never gonna see mountains, man. I mean, from the north to south, east to west, it's literally mountainous, man. And I mean, can you see the mountains right in front of me? Like, I don't get tired of these views, man. I keep on seeing it and I'm like, my goodness. Whew. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful, man. I mean, one of the breathtaking views that I've ever seen is literally in this country.
Lesotho is the kingdom in the sky for a purpose and a reason. So we're beginning to climb, but this is the northern side of the country, and we're going up the hill called Posong. We will drive until we're in the sky, literally the altitude where aeroplanes fly, over 3,000 meters above sea level. And this is Leribe. We're going to the highest botanical garden and the highest dam.
And as you drive upwards, you get elevated, and at the end of the day, sometimes you feel like you can't even hear anything in your ears, man.
Lesotho as a country is 75% mountainous. So you got a bigger chunk of the country as mountains than flat, low-lying. That's why we are the kingdom in the sky. We are the mountain kingdom. We are the kingdom above the rest.
And it's not part of Lesotho called Leribe. It's known for its greenland, way greener than the south part. As we drive up here, you get to see that there are foothills in Lesotho, and then there are the mountainous areas, which kind of gives you the real ideal of what Lesotho is made of. The definition of Lesotho being kingdom in the sky, you can see it as you go uphill, as you go into the highlands of this country. You'll feel the breeze change, you'll feel that you are in a different place. It's not the city, but above all, you can feel that God is nearer as you go higher.
What a scenic drive. Like, I really enjoyed the drive to the peak, but as you can see, it's very windy, and I've grabbed the jacket because as we drive to the top, the temperature decreases, which makes it super cold. You know the altitude that I am right now? Over 3,000 meters above sea level, and this is the peak point. So whenever you come in here, you get a chance to enjoy the view of the mountains from above, bro. What an incredible country.
And it was about time for me to go check out the mighty Katse Dam that produces water for the people of South Africa and electricity to the beautiful people of Lesotho.
This is Katse Dam.
Okay.
It's the second largest dam in Africa. It used to be the largest dam in Africa, but after completion of the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance, that's when we become the second largest dam. So it's constructed at the confluence of Bokong and Madibabatso River. This is one of the Lesotho Highlands Water Project dams. The Lesotho Highlands Water Project is a binational project governed by Republic of South Africa and Kingdom of Lesotho. So the aim of the project is to harness the Lesotho Highlands water, construct series of dams, then transfer water or deliver water to South Africa in the Republic of South Africa at Vaal Dam, because South Africa, in Gauteng, there's a scarcity of water. So they depend from Lesotho. So Lesotho deliver water to Republic of South Africa using series of dams. This is the first dam, which is Katse Dam. The second dam, it's Mohale Dam. Currently, we are constructing the third dam, which is Pudihati.
Okay.
So, the benefits of the Lesotho Highlands Water Project: South Africa, they get water from this project. Lesotho, they generate electricity from this dam. Then there are a lot of infrastructure in South Africa as well as in Lesotho. Okay. So that thing on its own, it changes livelihoods of the citizens of both countries, as well as stimulating economic growth.
Craziest adventures in Lesotho that the people will always recommend to you is the Sani Pass. But trust me, if you're not adventurous, don't try it.
Maluti is not for breakfast?
No, it's not for breakfast.
It's not for breakfast. So whenever you come to Lesotho. If you're a drunkard, enjoy this. But even if you're not, feel free and taste it like what I'm about to do. Sometimes I don't understand why people consume alcohol, bro. It's so bitter, bro. It's so bitter, man. This lodge is the home of the highest pub in Africa.
Correct.
What makes it the highest pub in Africa?
So we're at the top of the Sani Pass at an altitude of 2874 meters above sea level. So that's our hashtag, the highest pub in Africa.
I guess the pub makes the entire place very famous, because that's the only thing that I know about this place.
Yes.
I mean, when you come to the Sani Pass, they say you need to have maluti
at the highest pub.
at the highest pub in Africa.
Correct.
The Sani Pass is more like a road that connects South Africa and Lesotho. So bear in mind that it's a border post. So wherever you're coming in here, in order for you to cross to the other point, you need to come along with your passport, stamp in at the Lesotho side, and now you're allowed to pass just like what I'm doing. And when you get to South African side, if you want to go check out South Africa, you can also stamp entry. But as for now, come along with me. Hey, nah, this is scary. I'm sorry, man. Hey, Jesus Christ. Okay. The road is like rocky, because it was carved in between mountains, so you still see the pieces of rocks everywhere, and it's meandering. One of the things that I really find unique about the Sani Pass is the views that you get. Literally, we're surrounded by mountains, the road is being carved within the mountains, and literally the mountains are in the sky. What a beauty, bro. It's 5 o'clock in the morning and the sun is already out. I just woke up, and you know how I feel right now? I feel like I'm being hugged by ranges of mountains. I've never seen anything like this before in my whole travels. And the people of this beautiful country says that this place is heaven on earth. And I am here to find out.
Everyone knows Lesotho as the mountain, the kingdom in the sky. So for me, that describes Lesotho, because the first things that you see when you come to Lesotho are the beautiful mountains. You are welcomed by the beautiful skies, but when you come here, it's different. Sihlabathebe is different because we are the only World Heritage Site. That is because we are a mixed site, because of the natural and cultural aspects. When you get into the park, you will see the rock formations that are there. They are unique, magnificent views. That is Lesotho for me. This is Sihlabathebe National Park, established in 1970. The place was found by the former Prime Minister, late Ntatile Jonathan, and it was turned into a wildlife sanctuary / national park. So what makes this place unique is the spectacular rock formations that you find inside these parks. The flora and fauna, we have what we call Sihlabathebe lily, which is endemic to this place. You can only find that flower in Sihlabathebe National Park, which is one of the flowers that made it to be inscribed into a World Heritage Site. And we have one of the endangered species, which is called Malutimino. Those are the outstanding universal values that made this place to be called a World Heritage Site.
The horse riding culture
in Lesotho is one of the most beautiful things that you will ever see. Because at the end of the day, you're riding in mountains, bro. Look at that, bro. And I love the fact that the government of this country is empowering the locals, right?
Yeah.
What does the government do to empower the locals in here?
These horses,
Yeah?
the park is owned by government. They can easily buy and keep their own horses for moments like this. But these horses are owned by locals. So you ride in this horse, someone is going to get paid today.
Okay.
And the government has bought these saddles. If you look at these saddles, they're
Yeah.
brand new.
Yeah.
They bought them for the community
Okay.
to make it comfortable for the tourists and to make it business worthy for the community.
If you're looking for the best place to ride horses in the world, do it nowhere else but Lesotho. Definitely, this place is indeed a paradise on earth. And within this paradise, after enjoying all the beautiful rock formation, I thought that was it. But apparently there lies a majestic, beautiful waterfall within the park. And you know your boy, I just love chasing waterfalls. It's actually one of my favorite things to do whenever I travel within the continent of Africa. And guess what? We had to ride a horse to get here. This is my horse right here. Hey, smile with me, baby. Oh, I hope my mind is about to blown away by this majestic beauty. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a beauty. Woo! Look at that. Just look at that. Welcome to Lesotho. Welcome to the motherland. Welcome to this beautiful waterfall sitting beautifully right behind me. What a beautiful backdrop, man. Listen, I have to repeat myself over and over again that Africa is that place that God took his time to create. Magnificent. What a beautiful baby. You know what makes it so unique? The rocks in which this falls drop in between. And it creates a very beautiful pool of water right over here. You only get this on the motherland. I know you all never knew that it snows in Lesotho. If you are living in Africa or out of Africa and you've never experienced snow before, Lesotho got you. But if you really want to enjoy snow activities, make sure you find yourself in Lesotho from May to October. Did you ever know that this country is the coldest country in the entire Africa? Literally everywhere I go, I need to carry my blanket, which is something common in here. So if you really want to experience a winter sport in Africa, right here in Lesotho, my brother, Afriski Mountain Resort is the best place for you. You know what, I told you guys earlier that this place is actually one of the coldest places to be in Lesotho. It snows during winter. So I was wondering what happens in here in summer. But guess what? The activities that you can do when you make it to this place during summer, such as quad biking, as I'm doing right now, man.
Welcome to Afriski. Snow is not the only thing that we have in Afriski. As Afriski, we offer quad bikes as summer activities. We offer zip line, we offer abseiling. We also have Sky Restaurant, which is the highest restaurant in Africa. And I will highly recommend you to come to Afriski to try our delicious food in Sky Restaurant and also have this amazing adventure on the mountain.
I just want to give a special shout out to Captain Sherlock for making this trip a memorable one. But one thing that I will recommend, that if you're coming to Lesotho, please make sure you support local businesses, because they are trying their possible best to put their country on the map. And one of the best places that I personally stay that I recommend to you is Tabem.
You know, Tabem Hotel, it's not so much our story, but it is a story for the Basotho nation, more especially the youth, the up-and-coming entrepreneurs, and we want them to see that they can do it.
Welcome to Lesotho, baby! Well, you know, I had an incredible time in Lesotho, such a memorable trip that will stay with me for the rest of my life. On behalf of the entire team, I just want to say thank you to each and everyone that made this trip possible, especially Lesotho Tourism Board. A big shout out to you. And to you out there, thank you for loving the annoying village boy from Ghana. I'll see you all in the next one. I am Maya. Peace out.